There is a war happening inside you, not out in the streets, not on social media, not in the news. Inside. Every second of your life, something is trying to break in. Fear, doubt, distraction, rage, weakness. And the moment you give them a single crack, they flood in. They take the throne. They rule you like a puppet. That's what happens to most men. They are ruled by their urges, by their impulses, by their emotions. They don't think. They react. They don't choose. They surrender. They're not warriors. They're open doors. But the awakened, we are not open doors. We are citadels. We are walls of willpower, built from discipline and forged in fire. We are unshakable. We are unmoved. Because there is only one thing in this world you will ever truly control. Your mind. Not the weather. Not the economy. Not how she feels. Not what they say. But your thoughts. Your reactions. Your decisions. Your frame. Your internal world. And if you don't build it into a fortress, they will build it for you. Your enemies. Your failures. Your vices. The culture. The weakness. They will decide how you feel. They will tell you when to get angry. They will trigger you on command, and you will dance like a slave in chains, but not in the shadow army. Here, you learn to master the only territory that matters, the space between your ears. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire, but the only kingdom he truly protected was the one inside him. He was surrounded by chaos, war, betrayal, sickness, death. Yet he wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." He knew, whatever happens outside, the mind decides how it lives. That's power. And that's what you're about to claim. Because your mind, it's not a playground. It's not a therapy room. It's not a place for gossip, fantasy, or doubt. It is a fortress. And every thought is either a brick in your wall or a crack in your foundation. You either reinforce yourself or you sabotage yourself. No middle ground, no excuses. And every time you let your emotions drive your behavior, every time you lose your temper, every time you spiral into weakness because of what she said or what they did, you hand your crown to the enemy. You drop your sword. You let the invaders in. But when you rule your mind like a true emperor, nothing gets in without your permission. They can insult you. You remain unmoved. They can reject you. You stay composed. They can fail you. You stay focused. They can try to break you, and all they'll find is stone. You must become a sovereign inside your skull. This world is chaos. People lie. Plans fail. Lovers betray. Friends fall. Circumstances turn. The winds of fate don't ask permission. They tear through everything. But the one thing they cannot touch is a man who has mastered himself, not just controlled. Mastered. Mastery is deeper than discipline. It means you know every corner of your mind. You know where the darkness hides. You know what triggers you. You know what tempts you, poisons you, and weakens you. And you have slaughtered it. You faced it in silence and made it kneel. Because if you don't rule your mind, someone else will. Every weakness in your thinking is an open door. And in this world, the wolves always test the gate. They poke, they push, they provoke, waiting for a crack, waiting for your emotions to override your code, waiting for you to react, like a peasant. But we don't react. We respond. We observe. We calculate. We decide when to strike and when not to. And that control, that calm under fire, terrifies the world. Because most men break. They get triggered and lash out. They feel doubt and quit. They get rejected and collapse. But you are not most men. You are building something eternal inside. A mind like obsidian, cold, hard, unshakable. It's not about being emotionless. It's about being undominated by emotion. Let the rage come. You'll hold it like a sword. Let the fear rise. You'll face it like a king. Let the noise scream. You'll stand in silence, untouched, because your fortress isn't made of stone, it's made of command. And that kind of power, that kind of presence, you can't fake it. You can't shortcut it. You build it in the dark, through the pain, through the silence, through every moment where you wanted to break and chose to hold the line instead. Because the real war is never out there. It's in here. And the real prize isn't money or status or applause. It's this. The moment you wake up and realize nothing owns you anymore. Not her, not the past, not your cravings, not your guilt, not your fear, not your ego, not your enemies. Nothing. Because you sit on the throne now. You don't beg for control. You take it. You don't wait for peace. You become it. You don't chase power. You are the power. And that is what separates kings from pawns. That is what makes you untouchable. Not your body, not your voice, not your appearance. Your mind, your frame, your inner code, your iron rule over your own internal kingdom. So sharpen it, guard it, strengthen it every single day. Meditate in silence. Observe your thoughts like a general watching enemy troops. Know your weaknesses, not to fear them, but to destroy them. Know your darkness, not to suppress it, but to command it. The world wants to pull you into chaos. Let it try, because inside your fortress, the storm cannot touch you. You will stand, calm, cold, watching, ready. And when it's time to move, you move with purpose, not panic. You strike with precision, not emotion. You speak with truth, not impulse. You lead with vision, not noise. That's how empires are built. That's how legacies are forged. That's how gods walk. And if you build that fortress strong enough, you won't just survive this world. You'll bend it. This is your second doctrine. Let it become your law. You want to become something divine, something immortal. It starts inside. It starts here. Build the fortress, command your world, and make the chaos kneel.